moving on to the next bits on the show, and that is what's new.
What's new? What's new? What's new? What's new?
All right.
So yesterday we started on some movies by Cicely Tyson, some movies that Cicely Tyson is in that people can watch during this Black History Month. We talked about Sounder, the Marva Calling story, and the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman.
Right.
Now the movie we are looking at today is Mama Flores Family. And this is a story that spans from the 1920s to the 1970s. And it follows Flora, a daughter of poor black Mississippi sharecroppers, and her descendants. It's available to watch on Amazon Prime Video. And the next movie we have is A Fall from Grace. When a woman who is indicted for murdering her husband, her lawyer thinks there may be a conspiracy at play.
Okay.
I know you've watched A Fall from Grace. I mean, A Fall from Grace sparked up a whole lot of conversation on the internet. Who did you think was wrong, the man or his ex-wife?
Yeah.
And we also that is available to watch on Netflix. We also have East Side, West Side. And then the synopsis of this movie is a social worker battles prejudice in New York City.
Okay.
And then we have Roots. Would you want to talk about Roots?
Roots.
The Kunta Kinte story.
Yeah. My name is Kunta. The guy was giving the guy. He said, "Your name is Toby."
He said,
"My name is Kunta Kinte."
Just accept
Kunta
my
me.
name.
And they ended up kuntaing his leg because they had to chop off. Charlie.
So for those who don't
man.
know the Kunta story,
Eh?
so this movie is based on Alex Haley's family history.
Right.
Kunta Kinte is sold into the slave trade after being abducted from his African village and is taken to the United States. Kinte and his family observed notable events in American history, such as the Revolutionary and Civil Wars, slave uprisings, and then emancipation. This is also available to watch on Amazon Prime Video.
Right. Amazing.
And the next thing that is new, we're moving on to some music. So Joe Boy is set to release his debut album.
Yep.
Somewhere between Beauty and Magic. And it will be released ahead of the release, which will be tomorrow. He has released the official track list for the song.
Nice. Joe Boy finally has it out. Okay.
So the album is coming with 15 songs.
Okay.
And no features.
That's good.
And the one song on that will be on the album that I love is Lonely. I don't know if you've heard it.
No.
I think you haven't.
Or have I played it before?
I don't.
Did you
think
talk
so.
about that particular? You talked about
I've
one
talked
single.
about it, but you haven't played. I don't think you've played it. If
No,
you
I have.
remember.
I remember playing a single from his upcoming album. Yeah, you talked about that here, and I played it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So tomorrow, Joe Boy will be finally releasing his debut album, Somewhere Between Beauty and Magic.
Yeah.
Via Banku Music or Empower Africa.
All right, we will be here waiting. Yeah.
And because of time, I'll talk about the next thing that is new tomorrow, God willing. It's actually in celebration of Black History Month. Spotify has given the opportunity for certain artists to create black music from black people.
Right.
So Amare has one that is Black to the Future.
Oh.
And then a couple of black artists have playlists.
Okay.
On Spotify as well.
On Spotify,
so,
of their own songs.
Of other people's songs.
People's
you know, a
songs.
playlist can be different
Yeah.
people's songs.
Yeah.
So Amare's is Black to the Future.
Okay.
And then there's more. There's the Black Lives Matter one.
Okay.
There's I Love My HBCU.
Right.
Then there's the Black Love mixtape and so much more.
Okay.
But before I talk about it tomorrow, God willing, if anybody who's listening has Spotify, or they can download Spotify and then check out Black History Is Now.
Okay.
So that is a hub where they can find the specially created playlist in celebration of the Black History Month.
Super. Yep, that's all.
The end of what's on, what's new.
Okay, thank you. The show was Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.